Yep.
All right, now we're good. Okay. We're going to continue with homework 5, part 3. I'm Owen Collins, and I'm here with...
Austin Gervais, yeah.
All right, let's get this done. Okay, I think I'm going to have to turn off the server for the actual web page just to get this to work, because I think what we have to do for the coverage is running the RSpec tests and the Cucumber tests now will generate a coverage file, which is actually an HTML page. So it'll generate that page, and then we have to run that page in order to see the results. So, but whoever set that up uses the same port as the well, I guess is our machine. You follow me?
No.
Oh. Like the actual Rotten Potatoes app page, like the test workspace where we have like the Rotten Potatoes app, it's using the same port as when I try to build the index HTML. So now I'm going to try and run this. It should say that it worked, so I can open this, and I should get this. Okay. All right. Well, that's great. Okay.
How does it know this? This is insane. What is this? Oh my god. What the?
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Oh boy. I don't like this. I don't like this though. Movie controller 35% covered. All right. Well, that means we have to
Movies controller.
do our spec tests for all of movie controller.
So that's in what movies controller spec? Is that what we're...
Movies controllers? Is there a movies controller spec?
Yeah.
Controllers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Describe find same director. So we have to do the same process for find same director, but for every single function, or rather method, in movie controller.
Wait, what?
Or at least we have to start going through movies controller and start. Okay, now this is what is this doing now? Okay, it's doing this again. What the? Oh, okay, it's requests. Close that. I don't need that information anymore. Okay, I'm gonna just close you. Yeah, close it. I can put you. I'll put you back over there. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Okay, it's doing it again. Nope, that's not it. Now, what were you saying before? It's still what? Oh, what?
What?
You saw that, right? Okay.
No.
I should split these into 2 rows, I guess. Two rows. Okay, that did not help. That's great. No, it's even. Okay, we have 3 rows. Great. Nope. Put it up there. Better. Okay. So in movies controller, we need to start covering each of these other methods.
Oh no.
Yes, which means we got to start with the RSpec tests, and then when we're done with the RSpec, I don't think we're gonna have to write Cucumber tests for it, but maybe we will. That's why this homework is supposed to take substantially longer than the other ones, because
why?
Getting that coverage to be better, or like at a good place, it takes a while, because we have to build a lot of tests, and it's not specific what tests we have to build.
Oh man.
Okay. But I think it'll be pretty similar to what we've done before. So we're gonna describe. Let's start with get movie, because we just defined that. Or we don't have. Do we have to define movies per am?
What?
We have to define the first function in movie controller, movie per am. I think we should do that.
No.
Because it seems like that's just checking if like the right data is there, or rather building the parameters hash. Okay. So we'll start with get movie. This should be trivial. So it's okay. Just not listening to me.
What?
This was not listening to me for a second. Okay, you're doing it again. Wait, do. Then it's gonna end at some point. Line.
What file are you in right now?
I'm in movies controller spec.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're gonna do what? Get movie?
Yeah, get movie. So I guess we don't really have to test.
Shouldn't we just do index? Shouldn't we just do test for index? I feel like that's gonna be almost all of it, isn't it?
I guess, but index is. You really want to test index? Wouldn't you rather like test like the other ones, like create or update first or destroy? Because these ones are much shorter. What she was saying yesterday is we want to test those ones first because there's a chance that if we build the R spec for those, that our coverage will go up already.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Because also think about all the work we're gonna have to do for index. Like at every single case where it could be one or the other, we have to specify what happens in both. That's going to be a really massive test.
Okay.
At least I think. So I'll swap this out to create because we don't really need. We don't really need that. So create
movie.
Describe. So what does it do? Only one movie has that director do. And then, well, that's what that says. That's it. Template. Curated.
Like just store a movie in the database or something like that. Like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't like it's really arbitrary. It's just something that you can understand.
Yep. So describe when you want to add a movie to the database. And oh my god. Okay, and then we want to. Okay, then we're gonna have to define a movie. Okay, we're gonna have to do I'll just copy over this from down there. So ID3 has not been described or not used yet over here in this scope, so I'll just use that. ID3 let movie instance 3. Then okay, where does it say for create? It retrieves the directional element movie. The template do it selects. It retrieves the directional element. It. Instance double. So, I guess we could do get movie. What would that movie.find params ID? We need to get the params of this. I think it builds a movie from params of that ID. It builds params of D.
It's really like it adds it like stores a movie object in the database. Like that's basically.
Yeah, well, that's the wider thing when you want. Yeah, but I'm trying to think of like what is this Like, what is it doing in this first line? It's taking the movie parameters and it's building a movie, right?
But not with a given ID. The ID is based on
Yeah, it's not a given. Okay, it's not. Yeah.
the database just arbitrarily, not arbitrarily, but we don't decide it.
Oh well, movie params finds it. Movie params takes the other args, the other past and args, and okay, it builds a movie from the params given. Okay. Gonna need an end. Now, the first thing that it does is it does the movie create, but I guess before that it calls movies params.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to allow that, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think you have to
No.
allow a nested call.
Well, I mean, not allow the nested call, but we have to allow the call to movie params first, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Repeat that one more time.
I think we have to allow the call to movies params before we continue on to expecting the created movie.
Why?
Because movie params is a method call which returns the
Mm-hmm.
actual parameters that we're going to build this movie with, that the create call is going to use in active record. So we need to allow the controller to do that first.
Yeah, you're gonna call movie params.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're gonna create a movie and then call movie params on it, and that's how you're gonna send it into create. Because that's how that works, right?
Going to create a movie, and then we're going to call.
And then we're gonna call movie params, and call.
I'm not entirely sure. Wait, what did I just do? Okay, so yeah, copy that.
Okay, wait, you're doing create. Yeah. Yeah, so you need movie params.
Yeah. Movie params and return.
Yeah, so you have to make a movie object.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to be able to call create and movie params. Yeah. And you also have to do like an movie dot like a new like instantiate the movie object, which is actually
Yeah. Can you
that's
write
what's on
that? I'm not
7.
entirely sure what. Can you write that?
It's
not
on
coming to me.
it's on 7, right?
Mhm.
I mean that's it. That's it.
it.
That's you just need a movie object. Now you have it.
We have the movie object. So then that's.
Like we've made it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you can hear any of that.
What? No, I can't.
Okay, that's good.
Why?
Oh, my parents are watching a movie upstairs. I'm wondering if it'll come in through the mic. Okay, what about the rest of these calls? What about the rest of these methods in the controller? We have to flash that notice, and then we have to redirect.
Okay.
Or do we? Well, I'm asking. I don't know for certain if that's what we have to do.
But what do you mean? Like if we check it in the
in the spec.
I mean, yeah, probably.
That's what I'm kind of unsure about. Allow controller to receive, or
Allow controller to receive movie. Did you change that line?
9 or where?
Yeah, 9.
9. Yeah, I put that in.
Okay.
But I'm not entirely certain about the end where it says and return movie 3. I mean, I guess that is trying to build a movie, but then to receive movie params. When did we use that to receive before? We used get movie and return movie 3. Movie 3. I guess that should be fine. Yeah, that should be. I guess that should be fine. We don't care about the parameter, like how.
You want create too, right? You have to do create, right?
Calling that from within create. Oh well, calling movie create, but allow movie.create or allow movie to receive create.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
And returns.
Wait, where's an example of that? I don't see that anywhere else in here. Is that not the cucumber tests where you can do that?
What do you? Sorry. Oh, well, wait a second. Yeah. Wait. Sorry. Say again. I think I have a different point, but I think you were saying a different point. So could you say your sentence again?
I don't know if can you call allow on like movie like on the database like that. Like
yeah, I'm thinking
movie.
I'm thinking it's actually. Oh, right. That's one thing is that it should be lowercase, but otherwise, I think there's a different problem where we actually should be testing the movie.create in the movie spec. But actually, no, that's an active record command. We don't have to do that because movie create is handled by active record.
Yeah, so, movie.create just stores a movie object. Yeah, it's an active record thing.
Okay, then do we even need to worry about the movie create? Where else do we? We've already done
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because we do an at movie.
Because this is just the controller.
Yeah.
This isn't testing the model.
Well, actually, below we call allow movie to receive. We call a method on a movie object, but then I guess that's on a movie object, not as a movie class.
No, yeah, we're not saying anything about
right.
Like oh gosh. Well, it's definitely not lowercase, right?
It's not lowercase because that's. I mean, we might get rid of it for right now.
Okay, yeah.
We'll just get rid of it for right now. That's the problem with the example we did yesterday with find same director is it doesn't call a movie function in it. It just uses, or I mean, it calls a method on a movie, but not a general movie method like create or an active record thing. So then we'll just leave it as that, and then what we're going to expect movie. Are we going to expect movie 3 now, or how are we going to receive and return? Well, I guess
you're gonna want it. You're gonna expect it to receive. That's a good question.
Does it be expect? But we're already returning movie 3 to receive movie params. But I guess movie params returns the params, not it doesn't. It returns params, not movie params, right? Or movie 3. Are you following what I'm saying? Sorry. No. Well, okay. So we call that in create. We call that movie params, but movie params returns a hash called params, which contains the movie, the title of the movie, the rating, or I guess the ID for the movie, the title, the rating, the description, the release date, and the director. It can contain all of that. So what I'm saying is that create or movie.create exclamation point, or I guess rather the call to movie params returns a parameters hash. It doesn't return a movie object.
Yes.
So in 9, when we say allow controller to receive movie params and return movie 3, movie params doesn't return movie 3. It returns a hash of a
Dude,
hash.
are we supposed to be testing create? Because the other ones are so much different.
The other ones are?
Like, get movie isn't even a method in movies controller, is it?
Get movie is in movie controller.
Okay, so we tested get movie.
Well, I even got rid of it because it's so simple that there's nothing really to test. It's just testing if an active record command works.
But every single test that we have says like allow it to receive get movie.
Well, yeah, and our tests down there they do, but that's because we've defined it specifically, so we wouldn't have to do anything more. I mean, I guess we could, but I don't know how much we'd have to do for that. Because I mean, we're not testing movie controller code; we're testing active record code. We're just saying that active record can look something up.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, so
Yeah, I don't know how to do that either. So I don't. I feel like we don't need to. Okay then. Turn movie 3.
what does get do?
Get
The part that says get.
find some. ID3. I think we're testing like the end functionality of it. Like here. So I'm looking at 38. We call get find sim director ID3, which would be like calling the actual method find sim director, and what it's looking for is expecting a response where where it's saying we should go and render a template, the find sim director template. That's in the movies controller spec.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we call the get find sim director ID3 in order to check if the right template is being rendered.
Oh, okay.
So in create, we don't have to. Well, I guess it says redirect to movies path, like we do. So then this should be search for movie path. This is flash number 1. Find sim director returned redirect to movies path. But then why do we call that there? Thinking about it. Redirect to movies path. What was the rake there? Movies is for index. Oh, okay.
I get it. It's like this, right?
Where? Say again?
You're expecting it to render template movies path, right?
I think it's going to be a different.
It's not going to be called find sim director. It's going to be called the index. That's
Yes.
what it is.
Yeah, it should be index. It'd be index.
Okay.
Actually, where does
It doesn't make any like movie params doesn't return anything though, so that's not going to work.
movies
Right.
movies
Like,
param doesn't. Sorry.
Well, it does, but it doesn't return what you're thinking it's going to return.
Yeah,
Like, it's not going to return a.
I feel like we should have a let params.
1 second. back. What do you? Hello? Hash.
All right, I am back. Let's try and get back to this. Share. All right. I want to create a hash here, but this is a RSpec. So let's see. RSpec hash. Okay, not hash including 2. Hash. Okay, so we don't even have to define a hash. We just have it.
All right,
Useful. Okay.
I'm here.
We no longer need this hash. What do we want to have here? Well, I guess we could just have um, title rocket Blade Runner director. Yeah. Okay. Then we'd want to have
Wait, where are you looking at this?
7.
What?
7.
7. No, I understand that. That's where you are. I'm saying, where'd you get this title rocket?
I got it from Stack Overflow.
Oh, nice.
User email, password, user password. Okay, I guess it should be the other way around. They should be swapped. So Blade Runner. That's doesn't seem right. It's key rocket value, right?
I'm sorry. I'm only seeing a value. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I had it as title rocket value for Blade
Yes,
Runner.
I believe that is...
Okay.
I think
He has it the other way, rather they have it the other way.
Wait,
Where it
what
is
do you mean?
they have it the other way where it would be Blade Runner rocket title, which is like seems weird to me.
No idea.
Email. Yeah. Oh, and there should be braces around it because that will build into a hash. But
Yeah. I was just gonna say you have to put curly braces around either side, and I think that the are these not with colons in front of them? Like title doesn't have a colon, director doesn't have a colon, isn't it like this? They're not strings. They're not methods. They're not okay. I don't know what they're called, but isn't it like that?
we can try it. We'll see if it tosses some kind of error. Because this is our spec and not something else. Like I feel like that's going to say that title and director were uninitialized. Did we use a hash below? What did we use for it? And we get more in these cases. We just use hash director. I guess no. We did use the colon. So yeah, we'll keep it. Okay. All right. So that should let us have this params, and then we go instead of returning movie, we want to return params because that's what we should have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not probably going to need. Well, the flash is going to go before the expect response, right? Because we have to do the get.
Yeah, sure. I think so. I'm just
Create. Get create is going to be
sorry.
fine. Get create, and it's going to be.
Except we don't have quotes on either side. So how does that actually look? What does that actually look like?
We don't have quotes on either side.
Yeah, in the regex, the thing that I just...
I'm not entirely certain.
You don't know what I'm asking.
Yeah, no, not exactly.
Just like how to the regex to match. Just do what you're doing. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, sure. Get create, and we're gonna do ID. Here we pass in
I don't think we'd use create, do we? Okay, yeah, we do, obviously.
We do use create, but I'm trying to think because we have to pass in to create
What does it
our
return? It
parameter.
returns something weird. Okay, it doesn't. Yeah, it does matter. ID. Oh, I think it's the same. I think you still use the I mean, you give it movie 3, right?
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
you totally. Yeah.
let's call this. Well, we should change this to param3. Turn param3. Movie params. I mean, I guess we already have a movie params, so maybe movie params will work. Pass in movie params.
Where do you see that?
Oh, but then we have to actually. Okay, I guess we do have to define what movie params is.
What?
I don't think we need this. Oh wait, well, what's this? A thing. I don't think we need. Oh, we need the movie. There's nothing here that uses it. Like the thing for me is like what parameters, what each of these params hashes are used for. When we call create, we implicitly pass in the like an actual hash of parameters that then when we call movie params is turned into the params hash. At least if I think that's how that works, right? I guess what arguments are passed into create is what.
No idea, because I was thinking the same thing. Like, find same director doesn't really have a
Yeah, but it does take an index. It does take an ID because we do at movie get movie. It goes up to get movie, which calls movie find params ID. So we have to have some ID in order to call that. So it does implicitly pass.
Okay, so I think you're implicitly giving it an ID.
Yeah. We're implicitly giving it an ID, but but require movie title reading. Require movie.
Yeah, try. Maybe just leave it with ID 3 and see what happens.
Okay.
Right.
And, yeah. Movie params. ID 3. Well, I mean, okay, but to create doesn't pass that exactly. I think create when it.
I thought it's like I thought that you were just asking what that is, isn't it? The ID that you're giving it to like create the movie object, because that's like the one thing I think you actually need.
Well, no, for create we pass in like the arguments of the arguments of the actual movie. We
Yeah, but
pass in the title, the director, all that jazz.
doesn't find same director not have any arguments?
Find same director has one argument, which is ID.
Where?
It does
Where?
because it's a Ruby thing. It doesn't even pass it in. It's implicitly passed. It's I don't know how, but get movie has to have a specific ID in order to be able to return a specific movie. So it must be passed in an ID to find same director.
No, it doesn't, because it gets the ID from the params hash, which is like session variables. See?
Okay. Okay, then that's what I needed to know. And it gets this ID from session variables, so we don't even care about it.
I don't know if we don't care about it, because at some point we have to like make that our session variable, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what this is doing. ID 3.
Okay, so we pass in ID 3, and then that gets sent to the movie params, which loads in the title, rating, and description.
Just three. Just the number of the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Just the number of the movie. And then somehow magically we know the correct title, rating, and description for that ID. That's how that works. Okay. Okay, then if we call that, then we're going to move this call to after the expect the flash, because that should already happened, I thought.
Are you sure? I don't know about that. Okay.
I mean, at least I think about.
All right. Do you want to run it? Is it? Do we have the shared terminal 731, or I'll just open whatever one you have open. If do you have one open?
I've got a couple open.
Okay. I think I see the last one. The RSpec, the last RSpec.
Yeah.
This one, yeah, we're on the same one.
Syntax error, unexpected keyword.
We definitely just didn't we missed an end.
We missed an end. Expect.
No, we aren't. Yeah, we are. We have one too many ends. That's the problem.
Really? Because we have describe. Okay.
Movie controller is the whole class. Oh no.
Then it's just like describe. Well, because we have end for the it.
It worked, but
it works. Yeah.
It says expected nil to match something was successfully created. So flash warning is not. How is that nil? Is it because I think you have to do get before you do that expect? Like I feel like that's part of the response.
Oh, because of the flash. The flash comes after the. Okay.
I don't think that, because otherwise it can't possibly have.
Yeah, there'd be no reason for the flash to even happen. Okay, that does make sense here, right?
Undefined local variable or method create. Nice. Where is it even? Where does it say create?
Describe create.
Right.
And
movies controller dot create.
Okay, I mean we already have pound find same director, which is that find same director's method name.
I think it's because we have to allow it to receive create then.
Okay.
We definitely have to allow it to receive create. And what does it return after? We're calling it param3.
It should return movie 3. If we're allowing
is that actually what we're supposed to receive?
I mean, if we're allowing create, then we should be returning the movie, right?
No idea.
No,
it failed again though. Line 11. It doesn't work.
Get create ID. That's what that is.
Yeah. Okay, so why do we allow it to receive get movie in the next one? What does get movie do? Why?
Get movie's that other method that we call in.
But where do we even use get movie?
In find same director? In find same director, get movie is called on line 69. So the first line of the function.
What?
In
In
the
what?
find same director method,
Mm-hmm.
first line is at movie equals get movie. So when we use in the R spec, we have to use it, right?
So does that mean we need to do that as well?
In create, we don't call get movie, we call movie params. So to me, we'd have to allow
Okay.
movie params.
Okay. So maybe is it not returning the right thing then?
It might not be.
It's supposed to return something like weird that we can't readily identify with.
I mean, maybe it doesn't return anything. Maybe if it's changing the params thing, then is the params hash just like something internal?
Hmm. I.
What's your schedule like tomorrow?
Um. Not very good for this.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that this is not like I don't think this is gonna happen tonight.
Yeah. Neither do I. I'm tired out. Until you're tired out too. But, the thing for me is that I'm pretty free in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah, I have to go back
Home
in the morning.
in the morning. So okay.
I'm going back home in the morning and I have a flight at midnight. So really my time is like during the evening basically, like the afternoon-ish hours.
I could do the afternoon, but we're gonna be cutting it close because I gotta go at 6 for certain.
Do we know like when this is actually like due? Do we
No,
even
we
have
have to talk to we have to talk to the TA. We have to talk to Sujoy about that.
Why does it say get create?
Because the get call in our spec is like the
Yeah,
method call.
right.
Right.
Create, and this just says the same. Oh, dude, it's because we need a semicolon, right? Colon,
A semicolon on that create.
a colon on the create.
Oh yeah, that would make yeah colon on that create. That'd make sense.
Yeah, now it's at least complaining about something different. I can't see the in the terminal though. You have to make it bigger. It's not letting me scroll.
It's letting me scroll. Okay, why not? Failed examples. Controller R9.
When assigning attributes, you must pass a hash as an argument. So we're not passing the right thing to movie.create.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting. So what were we calling? We were giving it ID 3. What else? What do we want to give it? What was you said hash, right?
We need to give it the params hash, I think.
Isn't that movie 3? Or
No,
param 3?
param 3, I think.
All right, go for it. See what happens. I don't know what you need to call ID though. Like, is it actually ID? Yeah. Okay, that's the params. Well, but we don't call params ID. What do we even call?
I'd imagine.
I think that update destroy would be like way easier. Like this doesn't take
Yeah.
a param, like anything from the params hash. Like how does it know? I mean, it takes movie params, but how do you give it that? Like, because like saying ID, the thing that's like ID, like Rocket, obviously is just setting ID in the params hash. But what do we want to set? Like, it would be. It says params that require movie. So you need to. Hmm. Yeah, I don't. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have no idea how to like what this should be. What you can give it.
No, that made yeah. We could would just try or just try calling create. Maybe if it doesn't take anything, it doesn't take anything. You just know.
Well, you need movie params, right?
Yeah. Seems like it.
Params dot require. What does that require do? Is that different than simply like get like? It's the same thing as calling something in the hash. It still like returns.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think create, update, destroy would take like 2 seconds. Um, index wouldn't even be that bad, I don't think. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like this is how like create is much different in that it doesn't.
It doesn't take an argument, but yeah.
Like show would be easy.
Okay, we could scrap create for right now and go over to show. You could
Same.
flip over to one of those.
Show is like a copy and paste from what like she has given us.
Yeah.
Was that me who did that? What? I'll be right back. I have to go turn off live cooking.
Next. Hey, birdie. I know that birdie.
Okay. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Wait, wait a second. I'm gonna increase the size of movie controller spec. Why does it say describe create do? Just that? I mean, isn't there supposed to be
What?
so if you look at the top, it says describe create do, describe when you want to create a database, and 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 then describe when multiple movies have that director. Are we missing the what happened to the describe for the start of uh what was it?
No, I think it's good. Nah.
Um
Nah. Nah. No. Nah.
and same director? Remember
No.
that? No? Why wouldn't it? Sorry,
Okay.
I'm like,
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Fine.
but you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm asking here?
Yeah. Yeah. I get what you're asking. I'm not sure. Let's just run it and see.
Because why did that disappear? That was there for certain.
I can't scroll.
There was another end that was missing. Okay, now we're too far up again.
Do you want to just control Z a bunch? Because I have no idea.
Probably going to be getting rid of most of Create at this point, but that doesn't really matter.
Wow, it keeps quite a history.
All that right there at line 9, describe, find same director, do. When this was copied, I think that was cut somehow.
But now it's duplicated.
And now there's describe in multiple. There's
I think you have to go back a little bit more there if you can.
can't go back any farther than that. That should be on 2 separate lines.
No, when only one movie, when multiple movies. No, this is fine.
Yeah, it's fine now, but we still needed the describe, find same director at top because that tells it that that's the method we're going to be testing.
Okay, let's make sure that this works still because.
Yeah. Well, it's probably not going to work because we still have 4 to 6 with the
Okay. So that's that. That works. And now this.
I don't think that's going to work, but
Let's, instead of calling find same director, let's do create, update, destroy. I'm sorry. Update
yeah.
and destroy because they both have they both use params. Update, destroy, and there's one other one. No, because did we already do get movie? We did, right? Yeah.
Yeah, get movie. Well, no, we don't have that anymore. I thought we said that we didn't need it because it's like one line and it's an active record call.
Yeah. Okay. So update, destroy are almost copy and paste. We might as well just copy and paste like the scenarios, honestly. Like the 3 or so describes. I mean, there's only 2 scenarios, I guess, though. I mean, actually, there's only one, right? It was successfully updated. Anything else
Yeah.
is a failure.
Wait. Okay. Can you turn on your screen share?
Yeah.
I feel like you're not I'm not editing what you're editing. I feel like we're desynced or something. Okay, you see that. Yeah. Okay. And then shoot, present. Okay. So we're gonna copy over from.
Honestly, maybe just this. Maybe just this sort of. Um. Enough for me.
deletes the movie. Okay. Allow controller to receive, get movie, return movie 3, allow movie 3. Destroy ID 3. Well, I guess that those calls aren't going to be. God, why are you guys stacked up like this again?
Okay, and then something that you're gonna want is
Oh my god, this is such a useful UI. It lets me put stuff behind it. Damn it.
I think that that's pretty much what we're going for here. Definitely could be wrong, but
Destroy ID
well, I
3.
think that there needs to be another describe, right?
Um,
Right.
describe. Only one movie. Um, yeah, when I delete a when I delete a movie. Yeah, that makes sense to me. And then we do.
It deletes the movie. All right. I think that. Then where does it send us? Back to
But
index, right?
do we need this call at 9? Allow movie to receive. I don't think we need that because it's not calling search for.
No, it's calling. What does it call and destroy?
It calls the movie find and it calls movie.destroy and then it flashes a notice.
Yeah. So
It would be allowing movie. It would be allowing destroy.
yeah.
So allow movie 3 to receive.
No, actually, would it? Would it? Hold on, I'll be right back. I have to go. I'm like preparing food right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna just work on it tomorrow afternoon.